it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check my 40. Check my 40. 2, 3. Switch. Waiting. Recon, 132 fighter.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
40's mark. Don't get nervous.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
I smell fear in
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Just like that. Just like that. Look, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Let it go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Time to go. Night, night.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
This time Jackson will throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Oh, here we go. Oh, lady. He's checking quick.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Anunwa, the intended target.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, lady. Now, lady. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Let's go, defense.
Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 27.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sack, sack, sack. Ha, got him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Copeland. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Crowder. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
51.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Out.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete. It's Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, Alpha.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. with Bell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. With the flag. Tackles.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
You gonna sign
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Looking deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Brown.
Let's go.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Pick it up, read. 66. Bullet. Pass. Yeah, Jim.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ingram again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. 50 seconds. Come on. All day. All day.
He may try and run. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got to
And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Caught here by Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Rush in. Rush in. Wall, get wall.
Darnold now to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Darnold on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 9, check 9.
Darnold to throw again. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
You see it all day. Pick it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong left. Hey, box truck. We got 3. Mike 51.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Right here, guys. Mike 51.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Jets 17. Justin Tucker set.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Cannon. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mike 51. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, let's get this. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, Mike 51.
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Even. 4 down. Even.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Crowder now to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And an alley to run. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So for the Ravens, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.